Hey everybody, it's Sunday, February 5th, 2023. You normally don't get to see me because, well, I'm doing the filming, but I got Emily filming today. One of the projects that we've had to figure out and what we're working on is trying to cover this thing up. Obviously that's our breaker panel, but if we ever have to access this, we need to be able to get to it because that box is how you fish things from outside the meter to inside the panel. So versus making just one tiny little door, which may have been easier, I came up with the idea of just putting this 2x4 back here and then I think that's a 2x3 in there. So we've taken the shiplap and we've had to actually screw this versus use finish nails. But the idea of this is that when it's done, it's going to have our corner trim here that kind of covers all that. But then this also corner trim here, it's going to make the edge look nice and finished, which it's obviously not attached. But when we want to remove this, all we're going to have to do is slide this out and pull it out, and then we can have access to this. So that's what we're working on. We've got to still stain some shiplap boards. And then at this point, I can start using finish nails, but I just needed the screws for the stability at the bottom to go all the way to the top. So that's what we're working on today. The other thing we're working on is over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put a door on this as well. So up here, probably get a piano hinge up here, do the shiplap color here so it matches this wall, but then have a piano hinge door here so we can store stuff up here. I don't know what we're going to store, but it's just extra storage. We didn't need a 10-foot high bathroom ceiling. So when I put this platform up here, it was just to put all of our household goods or whatever, but we'll put a door here. And again, that's what we're working on this weekend. So skipping ahead to Monday morning, yesterday Emily had to re-stain boards, so project took a little bit longer than what we kind of anticipated, just trying to pick out the right colors and get everything laid out right. But I think the boards are done. As far as staining, still got to cut some of those to put them in place. One of the things that took forever is because we didn't stain these boards ahead of time. She stained them while they were up there. So that took a little bit longer than what we thought. But other than that, still making forward progress on the wall. Should have it completed at some point today. I've got to get a piano hinge for that door up there. And then start building the form for the concrete countertop with this big board of melamine. But other than that, still plugging away. Yeah, we got those pieces up there. Emily's up in the little crawl space there, finishing out the insulation. But got the wall done, except for I need another piece of outside corner trim, and then Emily's got to stain it. But again, you can pull it away to make it. But what you'll have to do first is remove that inside corner trim to be able to remove it. So I put a little bit bigger head screws on there. That way, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, somebody tries to open up that wall, maybe they'll figure it out. Down here, cutting the melamine. Got the skill saw guide set up, already cut that piece. So with that concrete countertop, I think the concrete's supposed to be in on Friday, the 9th, I think. Thursday the 9th. Anyways, we're doing 61 inches by 25 inches deep for the counter back there. So we'll have the form built, and then when the concrete's here, we'll get to play with that and see how well that works out. So we got the form framed out, and Emily's caulking the corners of it. That way when we pour the concrete in here, it doesn't seep out the corners. So again, this is gonna cure for 3 or 4 days. Concrete should show up, like I said, Thursday. So if it shows up, we'll get it mixed, pour it in there, and then we'll have a countertop. The other thing is, I think Our refrigerator cabinet shows up maybe even tomorrow. And this cabinet here that we had to get replaced because it was damaged should be here, I think, tomorrow as well, maybe. And then the refrigerator shows up on the 17th. So we'll be upgrading a little bit and having a little bit more storage for groceries, things like that, besides living out of an RV refrigerator where it can hold about enough groceries for 3 or 4 days. So that's what we got going on out here today at Deer Run Farm.